Greetings, Demon Hunters and fellow Demon Hunters. We are going to talk about how to use the Shadow Lightning build for the Demon Hunter Season 10. So if you guys haven't started noticing, on running T3 with the Shadow build, you'll probably notice you run out of hatred pretty quickly because you're going to kill a lot of stuff very quickly with this build. And we are running the Shadow Lightning build. Even, been farming a little bit T10, Season 10. So what we're going to do is we're going to change Mark for Death if you've been running GRs. And even low GRs, like if you're doing speed GRs, this is a good build. So instead of running Mark for Death, you're going to run Bola's Thunderball. That way, if you do run out of hatred, you can quickly, or sort of quickly, get it back up. You can also kind of run, instead of running the Boar, you can run the Bat. That gives you a little boost, or even change Darkheart to Seethe. So it just depends on how crazy you go with spending your hatred and how you move through the rift. Now, if you're going to be pretty decent as far as like efficiency, being like farming, then I'd say really only like the GRs, target the elites, grab what you have to grab, and then move on. And then you'll pretty much, and also keeping Nemesis bracers in your bag is a good idea. And you can still see on T13, you're gonna burn down stuff pretty quickly. Another key to the component to this build is gonna be making sure you have an Oculus ring on your follower, along with the token for the Templar that your follower can't die. Anything extra like this weapon or the Nagel ring is also good because it spawns the lunatics. We got the low end at 10, but still decent. As far as the Essence of Johann on the follower, I've been doing testing. It kind of works. Sometimes it doesn't. It's kind of inconvenient because he pulls mobs toward him, but then it also kind of saves you sometimes as far as having to tumble away into or away from the mobs. And it'll just kind of allow you to try to burn them down and get more damage on the elites. So, but definitely an Oculus ring. And you can see here with this shield, I'm still a low level shield, but definitely a good level. Even if you can get 85, a good Oculus ring on there. You can stand within the little bubble that the Oculus ring provides and burn down enemies pretty quickly, or relatively quickly. You'll be able to see that in the example right here and the Greater Rift 84. So when you start getting in to Greater Rifts, as far as pushing progress, you're going to notice you have to dart around a lot. So one of the key components is sort of picking and choosing your battles with the elites. I know prior, if you were to see a yellow mob or a yellow elite, you kind of like, all right, we'll skip. But with this build, you kind of want yellows. They're not that bad. So you can kind of group them up, and not even group them up. You can focus the yellow if you can. If you do have a lot of trash, you can just see here I'm just killing the trash just to kind of get it over with. But with the yellow, focus him, get through your purple orbs, and then move on. So that's kind of one of the key components with this build. You want to focus that elite. Drop your Mark for Death, kind of tumble around, get them all staggered, and then you're going to look for that Oculus circle and try to stand within it. Now, if they do have, just depending on the affixes, you may have to dart around, but it just depends on your build, on how tanky you are. Try not to forget to pop your Vengeance. Sometimes I did forget, and that allowed me to die, but also, don't forget to put your Shadow Power on when you first start. You can just see here, I killed the elite and grabbed the purple orbs, and I moved on. So the same thing, another yellow. And that's really essentially all you need to do with this build. As you guys are having trouble getting gear, then try to split farm, or just wait for the Diablo luck. And there's also knowing what mobs are good to go against, because like that guy, you can see how he just swiped me, and I was done. As far as like anything else, there's not really many other tips that I can give other than it's just kind of, if you don't know how to play it, Just kind of like what I said, you're just starting around, stumbling them, trying to stand still, throw out some damage, place your mark for death, stand in the circle. When I cleared this GR84 at the time, I happened to get place 20. Now I think I've moved down to 55. So just kind of showing the strongness of this build. It's definitely good. It's definitely viable. It's something where it's going to allow you to push higher, greater ifs really quickly within the season. We're still within the first, what's today, Tuesday? So with that, within the week, an 84 already. Relatively decent time. Nothing great gear. So I haven't had any luck finding a primal. But, you know, if you're having trouble with the Demon Hunter build, just making sure you have strong arm bracers, making sure you have Compass Rose, Traverse Pledge, whether you're going to run an Elusive Ring or COE. Personally, if you can get a good COE, I'd run that and just run the Elusive Ring in there. But like I said, it's all RNG. Just mix and match whatever is going to be good for you, whatever drops for you. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this helps people. As always, I'm streaming when I can stream, if I don't pass out when I'm going to bed, if that makes sense. To me, it makes sense. But if you guys come by the stream, check it out. Try to help people out. And hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I'm done.